video is titled, if you saw the title, The Overheated Homemaker. And many times we can get overheated when it comes to all the hot weather we've been having. When it's really hot, who wants to start going under their cabinets to pull pots and pans on? When it's getting really hot, who wants to go on ahead and start decluttering the closet when your home is really hot, when you're not enjoying your space, right? And you just want to sit in your car with the air conditioning on. Well, that actually happened to me a few days ago. We had a really bad storm. We lost all electricity. It was very, very hot. We lost it the night before, and it lasted all the way to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, I could handle being without electricity. I have been there before. I lived in Florida for many years. We had lots of hurricanes and storms, and there was times we were 3 or 4 days without electricity. So, you know, we have to learn how to make it without that in case, but when it's hot, it makes it miserable. When you can't turn on a fan, it makes it miserable. So the other day I was home, I happened to be off from work, and I just went in my car. I sat down with the air on. I stayed in there for 15 minutes. I stayed in the car for 15 minutes, and then finally the lights were back on because they send us notifications, and I came back in the house and the lights were on. So that was a really good feeling. However, when it is hot, it is very hard to home make. It really is. It really is. No matter how much we enjoy it, it makes it very hard. So today I'm going to share some tips that I use when it's hot and we're having a heat wave. I've seen videos where there are women talking about how hot they are. You know, they're making a video and they're sweating and it's so hot in their home. So I thought, why not share these tips that I use that work for me? And I hope they get to work for you. And I actually wrote them down in my journal, and I'm going to share them with you. I think a very important thing to keep your house feeling cool is a clean home. It's clutter-free and a clean home. If the home is over-cluttered to the sense you have things piled up on the table, dirty dishes in the sink, and you know, things are just disarray, you're going to feel hot. It's going to make it hotter in your home. And not only that, when there's certain food particles and stuff, you have dishes in the sink, your home is going to smell when the air is not running. So let's say the air is not running, you don't have central air, because there are people that have central air and it still feels hot in their home, especially if you live in a place where it's hot all year round and you're having 100-degree weather. Okay, if your filters are not clean, you don't change your filters, your home is going to feel warm. And sometimes you might even have to go and get someone that can come over and help you with that, or help you take out those filters and dust them down. However, keeping the home clean is so important. Trying to keep stuff off the table, trying to keep your dishes at least washed and clean, and your counters wiped down. If that's the only thing you do for that day, it's still a big improvement, and it will help to keep your home clean and feeling fresh and smelling good than having garbage piled up and dishes. Keep your bathrooms clean to keep them swished and washed every day. What I do is I keep a bottle of spray cleaner near my toilet, and every day I spray the toilet and I clean it to make sure that the bathroom is refreshed every day. And that also keeps your home feeling cool, even though it may be hot outside, it may be hot inside, but that'll still keep your home feeling a lot better, a lot more peaceful surrounding, keeping it clean and clutter-free in the sense, not a bunch of stuff on the tables and dishes in the sink. So now here's a fan that I have. This is a small one. Sometimes I'll use this fan in my craft room. I do have to clean it. If you look deep there, you see some dust. So I'm going to have to take this out and clean it inside. Here it goes. I know this is hard sometimes, but just take off the rack. That easy. This needs to be dusted too. Like I said, we haven't used them in a while. They need to be cleaned. And I'm going to go on ahead and take the water hose and spray them down. Now just keep them out and let them dry. Make sure you check the instructions on your fans to make sure you can hose them off like that. Maybe some fans you can't do that, because if you do, that might cause, you know, an outage or something. So just make sure that before you do that, you check on your manual. But this is okay for us to do this with these kind of fans. That also keeps your home feeling breezy, feeling cool when the fan is running good. Not only these fans, the ceiling fans, keeping them dusted, because let me tell you, I'm sure you already know this, the ceiling fans, they get dust so quick from going all the time. So taking a good duster and dusting all your ceiling fans, all your home fans, keeping them clean, will keep, when they're running, keeps your house feeling cooler than if they're dirty. If they're dirty, not only that, when they're running, if they're dusty, you're breathing that in your lungs. So it's important for us to keep them clean. Now, I'm not going to say I clean them every day, because I don't have time to take apart a fan every day and clean it. That would help keep your home feeling a lot cooler if your fans are clean. It is so important. Thing to do is set your air conditioning unit early in the morning on low. Even if the house feels a little cool inside, if you know there's going to be a heat wave that day, don't wait till the day gets really, really hot and then start turning on fans and stuff. Because what's going to happen is going to be even more harder. It's going to be harder to get your home cool. It's going to take longer. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's great to go on ahead, start your air conditioning unit, whether it's in your living room, maybe, and always put that air conditioning unit where it's going to give out flow throughout the house. So if you have an air conditioning unit and you have it in a room and you're trying to cool up the whole house, and it's in a room that, you know, that it's not going to reach into the rest of the house, maybe putting it in that room is not a good idea. So sometimes it's great to put it in a room or in a window where you know it's going to circulate through the house. Put it on low, turn it on, and let it gradually cool the house. And this is something that I do. I keep the door open. I make sure it gradually cools the home. Now, these are for people who don't have central air. And I'm talking about if it's a heat wave and it's so hot that it's unbearable. And some people have had that going on where it's been unbearable. So you keep your air conditioning unit that's in your window. You keep it on low. You turn on your fans. And another thing, keep your curtains closed and your blinds closed. If you open your windows and it's 100 degrees out, your home is going to pick up all that heat, is going to come in. And even if you have your air conditioning unit on, you're still going to feel hot. So closing your windows, pulling your blinds down. I know, I don't like it because I like the sun to come in my home. I like to be able to look out the window. I love to be able to do that. However, when the weather is hot, I close the blinds. I keep them closed at least halfway, and I pull the windows down and close my curtains. Turn on my air, put on my fans, and I'm telling you, when I come home from work, my home feels so cool, and it feels so nice inside. But if you open up all the windows, you open up your sliding glass door, whatever it is, if you live in an apartment, your balcony, you know, your windows, it's 100-something degrees out. You think you're going to get cool air coming in. What you're going to get is the hot air coming in, and you're going to be really hot. So keeping the fans on, even if you put them on low, keeping your air conditioning on low. And then if you come home and it's still warm, you can always adjust it and put it up. And put the fan on up and put your air conditioning, you know, on a level that's going to keep your home cool. These things definitely work for me. They work in my home. So I know if they work for me, they're probably working for you. And maybe some of you are already doing all of this and already know all of this. But I like to make these videos because sometimes it's, you know, we get an epiphany with certain things. I know sometimes there's things I'm not thinking about, and then I watch somebody's video, I'm like, oh, that's true. And then I do it, you know. So this is why I share these videos. They sell the blackout curtains too. I'm not too keen on those for me personally. I like light in my home. I feel like if I have blackout curtains, even though it's supposed to help keep out the heat, so if that works, that's, you know, that's great. But for me, I like to look outside. I like to see sunlight in, and that would kind of bother me. If I had blackout curtains, my husband doesn't like it either. So if it's very, very hot where you live and that's working for you, you should use it. You know, you can always turn on the lights in your home and stuff like that. So also keeping the lights off, you know, keeps the home cool, not running energy. Another thing, do not turn on your stove. Do not decide it's the time to make cookies and bake, because your home is going to bake if you turn on that oven, not the stove, the oven. So it's important to keep the oven off. Try to keep your house from the energy running, like the oven, things like that, that are just going to cause the home to heat up more. The dryer, believe it or not, if you have your dryer on and it is a heat wave, it's going to feel warmer in the home because these things put out heat. So it's going to make your house feel warmer. Try to keep the oven off and try to cook meals that are refreshing meals. If you need to go the day before, you need to go to the store and get a roasted chicken from your local grocery store. They sell them for like $5.99, and you go and get a roasted chicken. Maybe you make a fruit salad to go with it. You can make chicken salad to, you know, that's cool with some rolls. These are good meals. A fruit salad that'll keep you from having to use your stove and your oven. And if you really must necessarily make something in the morning, get up at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, before the day starts warming up, when it's still cool out. Turn on your oven then, and that'll also, you can make whatever meals you need to do in the morning. You have 5 o'clock in the morning? 5 o'clock in the morning. Come on, you could do it. 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, rising up early, getting the garden water. If you have a garden, go out and spray your garden, your greenhouse. Have all that done early in the morning. If you got to do laundry, let's say these are things you have to do every single day. Rising up early in the morning when everybody is in bed and getting your household chores done will also keep you from being overheated when the temperature is up by the afternoon. That maybe you could sit out on the porch and enjoy a nice cold glass of water. You know, I'm not saying that being out in the sun isn't good. Let me tell you, being out in the sun is really good for you. But sometimes it can be unbearable. When you're out there, you're overheated, especially for those who are sick, have some complications health-wise. They're taking certain medications. They can't be in the heat. They can't get overheated. This is definitely for you. Having your popsicles in your fridge. Remember those popsicles when we were kids? That came in the plastic sleeves. They were long, and our parents bought like 100 of them. Remember those? And we kept those in the fridge, and we kept them nice and cool. And then we were through the summer playing outside, running upstairs, getting a popsicle, running downstairs. Well, guess what? I'm still a kid at heart. Those still work. Having those popsicles inside of your freezer, having something refreshing if you're hot, staying hydrated, you know, having that cold water in your fridge, that cold iced tea in your fridge, those cold fruit bars, making your own fruit bars with little cups. These are the Dixie cups that I was talking about that you can make ices with. Now, I'm just going to show you. I have this Snapple Apple, which is one of my drinks. And I just, like, my mom used to do this when we were kids with Kool-Aid. She would make Kool-Aid, and then she would put them in these little cups, and then she would go on ahead and she would freeze them. And then we had ices also. So this is a very great way, like if you're in a pinch, it happens to be hot, you haven't gone to the grocery store, you have any Kool-Aid in your home or any kind of drink that the kids would enjoy, you just pour it in these cups. These little cups are also great to have them out by your sink, so when the kids are thirsty or by the water, they could just come in, and that'll encourage them to drink more water, because little kids will just drink the water because they get to use one of these cups. And you put them in the freezer, you let them freeze, and you have an icy and ready. And this is an easy way to make these. Kids really like them, and not only that, they're a lot of fun. I think adults will like them too. Mom used to do that all the time and make those, and then the kids have something to enjoy throughout the day when it's hot, because the kids will be like, Mom, give me something to drink, I want something to drink. And if you give them a popsicle, they really enjoy that. I know we did when we were kids. Well, I remember us living in the city, And they used to turn on the fire hydrant and we would just run out there and play in the water and sweat and jump and have such a great time. It's a shame because we don't see many kids doing that anymore, playing outside. Of course, with parents' supervision, we live in a different era now, in a different time, but children still need to jump and play. And working with kids also, we have like heat advisories. So we take them out for like 10 minutes, let them run off some of that energy, and we bring them back in, depending on how hot it is. So going out also, just getting fresh air, walking around the garden, and then coming back in and feeling your home cool again and getting something refreshing to drink or a popsicle, icy, whatever works. Keeps you cool, keeps you hydrated. Another thing, wearing clothes that are cool, wearing light colors, breezy clothes. This dress that I have on, it's a very cool dress. This is from Walmart. So this is my summer dress that I got at Walmart. It was $13. It is a very comfy dress. What I like about these dresses, I can still do housework in this dress. I just have on some capris, some black capris with it. And I just switch on my capris with my dresses, and I can still do housework. I go to work, I work in these dresses, I wear them at home, and they're just very, very comfortable dresses. I like the way they are made. They remind me how my mom used to make our clothes. They really do. Walmart may still have this dress. They may still have it. I've had it for maybe 2 months now, and I wear it quite frequently, and I do really like it. Wearing light colors that feel good on you, not black, not dark colors that you're going to be sweating, not wearing jeans, let me tell you. Sometimes I wear jeans in the heat, and that's the most uncomfortable feeling, to have jeans on in the heat, especially when you're sweating. It's very uncomfortable. So wearing light colors, maybe wearing a dress, that's a perfect time to wear a dress during the summer, you know, and just keeping cool. Wearing something breezy, having your face mist in a bottle. You can make a small bottle of face mist. All you need is like some hazel, and you can put a little bit of rose water in there or something, and just have that to spray when you're out. Keep yourself cool throughout the day. Wash your face throughout the day. If you're home, throw some cold water on your face. That'll keep you refreshed and cool. Another thing that I do really quick before I go, I keep my hair up during the summer. You notice that in a lot of my videos. I keep my hair up. Like during the fall and the winter, I wear my hair down. Sometimes I put it up too, but like now I just have it up. I have a loose bun up, and I put a cute bow and a loose bun. I have this little thing here, and I have pins in my hair. And this I got at Dollar General. Got it a while back, and just open it like that. And I buy these pins when I can find them. And these are just pins that I put in my hair. So you just put them, you can get yourself a little case. The ones in my hair go in here. I'm going to put these in here. This is what they look like. And I love these pins. You can even carry a small little case in your purse with hairpins, in case you're wearing your hair down and you need to pull your hair up. So you know, us older ladies in our 50s and our 60s, 70s, you know, whatever age we are, especially us older ladies, we don't want to fuss and mess with hair. We just don't. So I like just pinning it up, put a cute bow on it. Right, Elijah? He's watching me. Put a cute bow on it, and I'm done for the day. You're looking for different ways to stay cool. Like I said, a lot of us probably already do this, but it's always good to share these tips with each other. And if there's something that you do to stay cool during a heat wave, please feel free to share it in my comment area so other subscribers can also read it. I'm gonna say bye for now because I've gone on 20 minutes. So God bless everyone, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.